Hi, welcome back to the channel, FIFA Mobile. Alright, finally I claimed this 93 CB. I'm going to go through with you the two SBC, which is the one that's Serie A and as well as the one that's Chelsea. Alright, so now just a quick recap. This is the team I got for the Dutch SBC. So just going to mention this, for the Chelsea last SBC, which come to that later on, you can actually use 50 plus OVR players, but definitely I will show you much later in the this video itself. Okay, now let's enter quickly into the Serie A. So in Serie A itself, definitely you need 11 players itself, which is also quite expensive. You can see now my finances has drained to about $1.6 million. I got to make do within $1.6 million to get all the Serie A players. So of course you're going to choose from Serie A. Currently what I have is I have two. One is 87 and one is 85. That puts me in a better position of 86 overall team OVR. What does this mean? This means that I can get some 70 plus OVR players, and then when I fit them in, they will be able to balance and average down to 80. So that would save me some good money. Alright, as you can see here, it's only $9,000. I'm going to show you more of this lower OVR players. So you're just going to bear in mind, there's no need for you to buy all the 80 plus OVR players to put it into the SBC. So if you have already upgraded that very great player in the Serie A itself, you could actually use it to upgrade your existing team, or if you wish, you could sell them for a good price, because you can actually get quite a number of these very low OVR players. You can see there I just put a so-called like a search to exclude junior. So how you do that is you put exclamation mark, open inverted commas, key in junior, close inverted commas, so that will exclude junior in all your searches. So you can see I got two other players here. They are quite good, which we can actually buy it for a reasonable price, like $35,000. Or actually there are three, right? So there are one more here. It's about 30,000 again. So not too bad, I mean, compared to 80 plus OVR. But always, as I mentioned, you got to check what's best for you in terms of the overall team OVR, because once you fit all these lower OVR players in, the team OVR will drop. As you can see now, I may be able to get one more 70 plus OVR to fit it in, and then the rest I will need to get 80 or 80 plus OVR players. Okay, so this is how you should do it. If you can find really cheap players, by all means, in terms of 80 plus OVR. Otherwise, you really got to average it down. Otherwise, you'll be spending lots of money. So far, you can see me just a couple of $1,000, or the maximum of $30,000 for 77 OVR players. So of course, let's check the prices right now. Increase the budget by another 10,000 to 50,000 to see whether we manage to get more players of a slightly higher OVR. Alright, there's this player here, is something about $40,000. But do remember, I mean, do not have a duplicate person or so-called player, because the SBC doesn't accept that. Alright, so although they are maybe different cards, but if the same person, I don't think SBC will accept that. So you gotta bear in mind this. As I mentioned in a previous video, if you could take a picture of what's in your current SBC using another device like an iPad or whatever, so that you know that you're not buying duplicates. Do not waste money in buying duplicates. Okay, so and always got to check, like you can see here, I put in these two lower OVR players. I'm still an average of 80 OVR, so that's fantastic. That means I got 4 more to go, and with these 4 more, I know I'm looking at LMR and positioning, LB and goalkeeper. But in fact, there's no need for any positioning required. It's just that sometimes you just make you remember easier what you're looking for and such things like that, because at the end of the day, you just want to search for the cheapest player you could find. Okay, so like you see 80 plus, 80 and 83. So quickly let's fit them into the SBC, and we see probably we'll have 2 more slots to fill before we can complete this Serie A players SBC. So I'm trying to locate 2 players. I'm trying to memorize this at the same time, taking a device to take a picture. So that's how it goes. I believe my overall team OVR should be better than 80 because with the 83 I bought, so I'm going to give it a gamble. I bought a 77 OVR. I believe even I fit them in at 77, they should average down and not beyond 80 OVR. So I'm trying to take a gamble by buying these cheaper players, and then once we fit them in, we should be able to complete this Serie A team itself. So you understand, hopefully now, that there's no need to fit in your original Serie A players that is made up of really good so-called OVR players, which you can actually sell back to the market after you complete that Serie A matches itself. Because in CNC, majority of them I'm fitting in really cheap players to complete this SBC. You're just going to put in 2 higher OVR and that's it. Alright, so that hopefully will help you save up some money. Alright, now let's enter into the Chelsea SBC. You can actually fit in cheap players like this, 140,000 followed by this $185,000. Okay, so it's really all the cheaper players I'm fitting in for the Chelsea SBC itself. And of course this look at price is 226k, but it's still cheaper than those 80 plus OVR players. And this is surprising, right? 50 plus OVR players would also work. How do you do that? You just got to train them up, okay? So you're going to spend another 30-odd thousand to train them up, and that would fit the bill, okay? So that's what I mean by being able to bring in 50 plus OVR players and still be able to fulfill the Chelsea SBC. So do not throw in all your great players that you have. You can throw in a few, but not the full team, because otherwise it's a waste of money, okay? So this is the final Chelsea SBC, which you can see I threw in really just probably 6 numbers of them that are so-called better players from the Chelsea team. I bought 5 at really cheap and low prices for their very low OVR, and that's how it worked out. Alright, so these are some of the players you may want to consider when you build your Chelsea SBC. Alright, finally we completed this, and we're gonna claim that fantastic Icons event player that we look forward to. At the same time, you claim some really good items for your rank ups, and of course it comes with 1,500 gems. This really, I think, one of the very expensive player, although it's free in a way, and I'm gonna share with you, I spent almost like all my fortune earned from TOTY in getting here. It's not easy, but I'm glad I'm able to reach here. 93 CB, fantastic stats, high work rate, you can't ask for better. So definitely this will be my CB in the team, and this is one of the players I'm going to keep in my team. Alright, so of course with that completion of the late era chapter, we will be able to claim this badge. If you prefer, you can actually fit it in as your badge, but for me, I'm more happy to have and try him out in the team versus and whatnot. But of course now just gonna take a break, but I'm gonna check out what else is missing. Seems like still got quite a fair bit to do before we can get this fantastic 101 CM. That only thing that's gonna put me off would be the FIFA Masters, 1.3 million fans, which is definitely a bit difficult for me, which is not really fantastic. Take a look at these attributes, the Brandbury attributes as compared to the current CB. Everything is much better, it's much higher. That shows you how powerful, how wonderful it is to own this CB. And to be frank with you, although he's not in the RB position, I'm going to change him in, and I'm going to release that Chelsea players for better use, okay? So I'm going to show you, I'm going to upgrade this Thiago with the investment I've made for the Chelsea players, put them to good use, not into the waste. You sell in the market, whatever you invested in, the millions of dollars will be gone. So I'm going to use it to upgrade my current players, so as to bring up the OVR of this fantastic, very good Thiago to 95. So I'm really happy with that, and with that, that will definitely help in the overall team OVR as well. Take a look, wow, everything went up quite a fair bit. More importantly, I think is that the team OVR has went up to 117 right now, Ronaldo, the rank transfers have not been done. I really need the money to do that, probably $1 million plus rank transfers or 7. So this is temporary OVR. I may be able to bring this up probably to 118 or 119. I'm really hoping to reach 120 soon. Alright, thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe. Goodbye.